When you think of Cinderella, you probably imagine sparkling gowns, a magical pumpkin carriage, and a glass slipper that changes her life forever. But what if I told you the original story wasn't magical at all? Instead, it was soaked in blood, mutilation, and a punishment so disturbing it would never appear in a Disney movie. This is the Brothers Grimm's chilling version of Cinderella, Cinderella's bloody shoes. In Disney's world, Cinderella is saved by kindness, magic, and a perfect shoe that proves her identity. But in the Grimm Brothers 1812 version, the shoe is not simply a symbol of destiny. It becomes a test of desperation, betrayal, and gruesome sacrifice. When the prince arrives with the glass slipper, desperate to find the mysterious girl he danced with, the stepsisters see their last chance at royalty. But instead of bowing out gracefully, they resort to something horrifying. The first stepsister is urged on by her mother. "Cut off your heel," she tells her. "When you are queen, you will no longer need to walk." So the girl takes a knife and slices off a piece of her foot. Screaming through the pain, she forces her mangled heel into the delicate slipper. To the prince, it looks like a perfect fit. He lifts her onto his horse and rides away, believing he has found his bride. But as they pass beneath the trees, two white pigeons appear, calling out, turn back, the shoe is too small, the true bride waits for you. Look closer, for the shoe is filled with blood." The prince looks down. Blood gushes from the slipper, dripping onto the ground. Horrified, he turns the horse around and brings the girl back. Then the second stepsister tries her luck. Encouraged by her mother, she slices off her toes to make her foot fit. Again, the prince is fooled, and again the pigeons cry out their warning. He sees the blood spilling from the slipper, staining her dress, and realizes once more she is an imposter. At last, Cinderella herself is brought forward. She does not cut her foot, she does not cheat. She simply slips her foot into the slipper, and it fits perfectly, with no blood, no pain, no lies. The pigeons flutter down from the trees and rest upon her shoulders, symbols of truth and purity. The prince knows he has found his bride. But the tale doesn't end with happily ever after. The Grimm brothers were not interested in kindness or forgiveness. Their version demands brutal justice. On the day of Cinderella's wedding, her stepsisters arrive, dressed in their finest gowns, still hoping to benefit from her new fortune. But the pigeons have not forgotten. As the sisters walk into the church, the birds swoop down and peck out one eye from each of them. Screaming in pain, they stagger, but they continue into the ceremony. On the way out, the pigeons return and take the other eyes, leaving the stepsisters blind for the rest of their lives. This was their punishment, the Grimm brothers tell us, for their cruelty, their envy and their deceit. So the next time you see Cinderella's glass slipper sparkling in a Disney film, remember this. In its original form, the shoe was not only a symbol of love, it was a vessel of blood, mutilation and vengeance. The Brothers Grimm did not write fairy tales to comfort children. They wrote them to warn, to terrify, and to remind us that justice in the old world was not gentle. It was cruel. Cinderella's bloody shoes, the story Disney would never dare to tell.